Hello and welcome to Xavier Does Stuff. Today we're going to talk about how to fix the BMT Jamaica line with no visuals whatsoever. This is a re-upload from my podcast, so that's why there's no visuals. And without further ado, let's get into it.
This line carries the J train at all times and the Z train during rush hours. The first thing I want to do to fix the BMT Jamaica line is get rid of the Z train. And warning, I'm probably going to go on a rant about this. The Z train runs 12 trains a day, runs 12 trains a day in one direction. 6 trains in the morning and 6 trains in the evening, both during rush hour. And the Z train runs skip-stop service, but more on that later. It runs 6 trains per hour, and because the Jamaica line can only handle 12 trains per hour, that means that the J train has to run 6 trains per hour. That's a train every 10 minutes. So, people at stations where the Z train doesn't stop, they have to wait at least 10 minutes for a train, which is ridiculous during rush hour, on a rapid transit system. And if you don't want to get rid of the Z train, I have a simple solution for you. Build an express track between Broadway Junction and 121st Street. You don't need 2, you probably just need a 3rd track, and you could run peak direction express service using the Z train, or just use the J train, Not only would building this express track probably boost service, so that express track would probably be able to handle, say, 12 trains per hour. 12 trains per hour, that sounds good. The express track can handle 12 trains per hour, which means that there can be 24 trains per hour, which is about a train every 2 minutes at express stations. At local stations, you'll have to wait about 5 minutes, but it isn't terrible. On like 10 minutes, just double the time. By eliminating one line, you can decrease overcrowding by double. Get rid of the Z train. Well, it's already gone for now. It's gone until September 2022. Just in case you're watching this in 2024. I don't know. Yeah. I hope they don't bring the Z train back. I hope they just leave it. That's the only thing they need to do. Now, I have more ideas about the J train.
This is just a voice note in to say that they are fixing Chambers Street on the J train, which is something that I mentioned in this video that I'll just cut out now. So yeah, I'm glad they're fixing Chambers Street. If you're watching this, MTA, also fix Bowery, please, because it's in the same situation pretty much. And also, if you're off the FB at 53rd Street forever, don't change it back. Please, MTA, please.
I haven't even gotten into what makes me the most irritated about the Z train. Skip stop! Dun, dun, dun! Please enjoy this disturbing rant, which has been watered down. Skip stop sucks. Because it just does. And now for actual reasoning. It sucks because, if you don't know what skip stop is when a train bypasses a station on a local track by slowing down and then speeding up once the station has been cleared. And it sucks! Now on to the rest of the episode. It doesn't even speed up service! You know why does it speed up service? You can just fly by a station. It doesn't work like that. You gotta slow down. Then when you clear the station, you speed up. But then when you speed up, you run into a local train, which you then have to wait behind forever. And then you lose because then there's another local train behind you. Oh no! It's just a crunch sandwich. It just doesn't work. Skip stop doesn't work. It does not work. And you're having service to provide a measly skip stop service which doesn't even work. That's why skip stop sucks. Skip stop sucks. Skip sucks. Skip stop sucks. Skip stop sucks. Now on to the rest of the episode. So, more plans to fix the BMT Jamaica line other than getting rid of skip stop, which improves service by 100%. But there are other plans in order to actually fix service. Like a new Marcy Avenue station and a flyover at the Myrtle Avenue Broadway station, and the previously mentioned third track between Broadway Junction and 121st Street. All of these are expensive, but kind of need to happen in order for service to be improved. So, let's start with the flyover at the Myrtle Avenue Broadway station. This concerns the M train. So, right now, Middle Village bound M trains cut in front of every other train on that track, which means that delays happen, and because of the station being at grade, the M train has to do a funky sort of curve to get onto the Myrtle Avenue elevated line, which was pre-built and had its own separate terminus, and its own separate Myrtle Avenue Broadway station, which still exists, by the way. It's still there, it's just abandoned. So the plan is to demolish the funky sort of wiggle from the M train, and then have it fly over Myrtle Avenue Broadway, stopping at the old abandoned station, and then have it fly over. I don't know why I keep saying fly over, because it's called a flyover, I don't know. And then connects with the J and Z trains, which the Z train would be eliminated by now. It would be eliminated. So it would connect with the J train on a more gradual curve, which means M trains don't have to slow down as much as they do now. Marcy Avenue. A new Marcy Avenue station would allow for skip-stop service to be eliminated properly and for express service to be implemented. And this express track would have more capacity than the 12 trains per hour that the Jamaica line has right now. There could also be express service implemented between Broadway Junction and 121st Street, which is in the previous part of this episode, but I'm going to touch on it further. A few people propose having the track continue straight from Broadway Junction and avoiding that infamous Cypress Hills curve just before Cypress Hills, which looks a little funny to me. It looks like, this express service literally runs on a different track, doesn't even follow the same pattern. So, even if you were to implement express service and do it this funky sort of way, it means there could be no express stations between Broadway Junction and Cypress Hills. And now I get the appeal of having express service run like that, because it doesn't make you slow down for a curve. I disagree with you. I think that express service can run just fine most of the journey until it has to slow down for Cypress Hills curve.
The rest of this episode is just me repeating the same things I said already, but slightly different. So I'm just going to cut it out and end the episode here. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. That was terrible. I'm sorry you had to listen to my prepubescent voice talk you through how to fix the BMT Jamaica line with all sorts of cuts in the audio. So I'm glad you made it through. Never again will I do that.